I just think it's really funny that misogynists always want to talk about the 1950s housewife archetype in order to insult or like put women in their place, but they never want to talk about the gender norms for men in the 1950s. Housewives only existed because men were expected to be working men, which meant they got up every day at 8 a.m., put on a suit, and went off to work and didn't see their family until 5 p.m. And they had to do this because they were expected to be the sole provider for 5-person families, which was obviously more manageable in the 1950s, but bear with me. Not only that, but when it came to dating, the pursuit was 100% the man's responsibility, which meant the guy had to initiate every date, and you had to take a girl out at least 4 or 5 times before calling her your girlfriend. Definitely weren't getting laid. And then you had to get married before you were like 23. All financial responsibility fell on the man. So unless you want to pay for every date without having sex until marriage and then buy me a house and then work every single day of your life to pay for my lifestyle and children that you never get to see, don't tell me I belong in the kitchen.
First off, who are these men going around telling women that the kitchen is where they belong? The reason men are skeptic of women today is because of this. See, even men who are still doing what men back in the day did are still not rewarded for their efforts. Women have the same desires. They think they should be compensated for their beauty. There are in fact men that handle their business, but what are they surrounded by? Liberated, free-spirited sidewalk creatures who plan divorces before the wedding day. It's not that men today can't do what men used to do. It's because there's no incentive. Because women will never go back to what it was like to being a loving, caring, and supportive woman. One that doesn't constantly seek ways to entertain herself when her husband is at work. And not in the PG-13 way. We all know what's up with military wives.
Dinner you having that's $400 the first night. What are you having?
That's the drink.
Okay, $400.
What's a good price?
$200 to $400. Let me explain myself. $400 is actually very good for a date. Let me explain why. Because we live in 2022. When I break 100, it's done. When I go to a regular restaurant, like it could be a restaurant I go to, like in Canarsie, it'd be like 150, 200 for like 2 people.
Yeah,
that's a regular restaurant. You feel me? Now, if we go to STK, if we go into Tao, if we go into Catch, if we go to this restaurant, it's gonna go like $200 to $400. But
DJ said
we are in 2022. A bill gonna pop out, and the bill about to be $200 to like $400. What is $200 to $400? If you can pay that, stay home.
If you're expecting a woman like this to contribute to a date, you will definitely be staying home. The reason it's no longer acceptable to take a woman on a date with $100 is because it needs to be somewhere she can take photos to brag about. Women are always competing with each other about the kind of man they can get to spoil them.
Why would we pay for drinks at the Clock Hotel?
Why? Who's paying?
The old men.
You guys into sugar daddies?
Yes. We're looking for a double sugar daddy date.
What have you got to offer the sugar daddy?
We have nothing. We have nothing. We have nothing. Ones where they don't want me. And gang. My friends are strippers.
Girls, can you tell us something your mum doesn't know?
We are both cocaine addicts. We love coke.
Their parents, especially their moms, know what they're up to. But guess who will be calling her their little princess on her wedding day? She's not a princess, she's a banana gobbler. I can't play the audio on this one for copyright reasons, but a group of men showed up at the same time to meet a chick they were all dating. This is what the average woman's social media DMs would look like in real life. If any guy in a relationship should see what his girlfriend keeps deleting from her phone, there would be millions more added to the already single women out here on these streets. I keep telling you guys, women aren't as innocent as they pretend to be. They'll go on and on about how awful men are. But what a day when the tables turn. Now for those who are still ignorant that women contribute greatly to a lot of the crimes taking place, I'd like to see them try and discredit this one. This chick is trying to get a guy to come outside to be jumped by guys waiting on the stairs.
Hello.
Who you looking for? Who? Who is there?
My name is Erica.
You got the wrong house.
Okay, alright.
Tell you about the worst of the breed. Stop accepting degrading words from women, because whatever they can call you, they can be called themselves. Toxic, misogynist, the worst thing for humanity, everything is on the table with them. But this is why these spaces exist. To show men that women are not a percentage point better than them. Not ethically, morally, or anything else. Keep grinding, keep getting better, and as always, be well.